I'm going to read something, so God, I hope you have a lot of drinks because it's only 45 minutes long. It's about couples, and so despite its being early days, Jack and I talked often about how we were going to grow old together. We would become the new poster couple for great sex in your 70s with Viagra, never too late to make money retirement investments, and as we were so comfortable in our amazing relationship, bladder-control knickers. Or perhaps that would be just me, the serial urinator who couldn't get down the length of drive before needing a toilet stop. Jack spoke often of his vision of the ideal couple, his Poppa Billy and Mary. Their darling photo from the olden days was atypical compared to the selfies we're used to today. Reflective, understated faces, no duck lips here, quiet smiles, arms and hands woven together, fingers caressing gently and knowingly. Both were secure in their love and in their relationship together. Until death do us part meant something. Mary reminded me of Sir Edmund Hillary's wife. I had met her just once at a function in Government House. I was in awe of strong women and excitedly focused my barrage of questions towards her rather than Sir Ed. After all, I grew up with the saying, behind every successful man. We spoke of the challenge of being the woman behind the scenes of Everest and of the man who knocked the bastard off. He looked on, smiling and nodding. Did you worry about him on his adventures? I asked. It wasn't like he was pottering off to the corner store for a packet of biscuits. And that's when I got it. She looked up at him as he glanced down upon her with a slight smile and almost an air of anticipation, like the student whose mother was in a teacher interview, waiting for something nice to be said. Both he and I were hanging, waiting for her response. What I recalled the most afterwards wasn't what she said, but how. The pair shared one of those knowing glances that lovers share. They were in that special place where only two who knew each other's minds, hearts, and souls could go. They were in the middle of a public function, yet as she began her reply, there was no stopping him. I turned to see his cheeks lift, revealing his crooked teeth, as a wide grin spread over his wrinkled face, eyes twinkling like Santa. Turning away, he was like a schoolboy finding something to focus upon in the crowd. Was Sir Ed blushing? In that moment, I considered how much he needed her, how much strength and support she gave him. Tenzing's Norgay may have been his Sherpa and gained fame, but the man who knocked off Everest had something even stronger behind him. He had the backing and devotion of his beloved wife. Poppa Billy and Mary's photo took me back to that Sir and Lady Hillary's connected, playful, knowing place. A place I wanted to be with my beloved Jack in the days to come. Jack had already inherited Poppa's full head of hair and the cowlick up front that I would likely last until his blonde hair turned gray. I would run my arthritic fingers through that beautiful mane. We might even add pharma to our modeling career and get some free medical samples. Poppa's well-worn face was like a journey map. Jack would have one too. Already his smile lines lingered after the fact, and the contours that framed his beautiful dark brown eyes increasingly deepened. Jack would make a fine, distinguished-looking older gentleman. I looked forward to telling our grandkids, as the woman behind the man, of his and our adventures gallivanting across the globe. They'd listen in awe and see that we had the kind of love shared by Poppa Billy and Mary, Sir Ed and Lady Hillary. I couldn't wait. We just needed to get through the next 25 years.